Wildcats. Welcome to a brand new episode of Har-Ber Wildcat News. HBWN is your source for all the latest news, events, and updates happening right here on campus.
That's right. I'm Kendra Mahan, and joining me is my co-host, Addie Farmer. And we're here to keep you informed on everything you need to know, whether it's academics, athletics, school events, or the buzz around campus. HBWN has you covered.
We've got a fun show for you today. From a student-led fashion show to uncovering the mysteries of Har-Ber, there's plenty to get excited about.
Let's get right into today's story. The second annual Multicultural Fashion Show was held on February 28th. This awesome event showcased a few of many students and teachers' traditional cultural attire. Paulina Beatrick and Jose Rodriguez have the story.
This is our second annual Multicultural Fashion Show, where we're just displaying the different cultures and ethnicities that we have here at Har-Ber. I think it's important because it showcases all the diversity we have at Har-Ber. It shows the different clothing and culture that they wear on special occasions or just for everyday wear. So,
there were 6 cultures: Hmong, Thai and Lao, Kiribati, Phnom and Marshall Island, and Mexico. Personally, I feel like the hardest part was getting volunteers and models to participate, especially because some people are scared to walk on a stage itself, and some people didn't know how it go.
It is so important to represent my culture because not a lot of people know what the country Laos is, so showing that representation really helps straighten the Lao community, as well as representing my culture. I love representing my culture and I'm not ashamed of my culture. Therefore, doing this runway really helped me come and find more Lao people to help represent the Lao culture. The importance of heritage to me is no matter who you're from or where you're from or who you come from, represent your roots no matter what. Or if you're ashamed for your roots, you shouldn't be, because you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are and your culture is who you are.
I'm not also representing my mom, my grandmother, and my culture, but I'm also representing the flag, Marshall Islands, and the people over there at Marshall. This yard comes from Marshall Islands, which is made from my grandmother, which she did pass away, and I'm representing her as well as my culture of Marshall Islands.
Thank you all for coming. You guys may go. Not going. Thank you.
A big shout out to Lily and Michael for organizing another successful fashion show. We are proud of the cultural diversity at Har-Ber High School.
Moving on to sports, baseball season began earlier this month. The Har-Ber Wildcats are seeking to complete the three-peat this season. Jonah Reading, and Max Wyke caught up with the coaches and players for an inside look.
This is game time.
As the Har-Ber Wildcat baseball team starts their season, we wanted to take a minute and figure out why family is such an important part of their team.
We don't really talk about chemistry or culture. It's more like family, So how you treat your siblings, them inside and out. When your mom and dad are having a good and bad day, when they're in a good and bad mood, all of those things. We want our guys to know each other that well so that they can help each other. We feel like talent can only take you so far, but talent mixed with being a family is a lot stronger and a lot more difficult to defeat.
Reeves Onspaw is just one of multiple players who finds this aspect of family valuable on the field.
There's a brotherhood aspect also helps. We can play a lot more loose around the field. I know I'm going to have someone to pick me up, someone to smile at me when after an exercise. No matter what happens, you have someone there for you. He's going to stand up for you and also bring you up at the end of the day.
While for these players, this brotherhood is normal, this family aspect is truly what sets Har-Ber apart.
Yeah, I've been at a few schools, and I would say that as far as a family and a staff, this is
by far the closest staff I've ever been a part of. And I think that family environment, that atmosphere, I think that definitely bleeds over to the kids. They see kind of how tight our staff is. It's one of those deals, we practice what we preach, and that bleeds over into them. And I think that determines a lot of our success because, like Coach Humpkamp said, I mean, talent's only going to take you so far. The tighter you are, the closer you are, that's going to be very hard to defeat.
Thanks, guys. It looks like we'll be expecting a great season from the baseball team. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this important message.
Hello?
And what's your name and what are you trying out for?
My name is Siggy the Cigarette, and I'm here to audition for the lung.
Whenever you're ready.
And I will always puff you. Sorry. Can I get a redo?
I don't know if you're really what we're looking for, man.
Please let me retry. Please.
You're
you
not
guys
a star.
Need me.
You're clogging our airways. You're blackening my stage, and you would take the life out of our performance.
I'm sorry. I really don't think you're right for us.
Security.
Oh, please let me retry.
Next.
Please, please. And I will. No.
Welcome back, Wildcats. Hey, Addie, did you know Har-Ber High School is celebrating its quarter-century anniversary this year? Well, have you ever wondered what some of the uses of the random objects in the hallways of Har-Ber are? This next story is about to blow your mind. Elia, Shell, and Courtney Enos have an answer to this age-old question. Let's take a look.
Har-Ber High School, a school you know and love. But what if I told you it's not what you think? I'm Courtney, and today we're going to be exploring the mysteries of Har-Ber. Exhibit 1. What could this be? I need to get a second opinion on this.
Looking at it, it looks like some sort of place for an alien. It kind of looks like an alien ship. Like it's got that metal roundness. And speaking from an alien expert, I mean, honestly, I don't know what else it could be. And this is very strange for it to be in a high school. But, I mean, I don't know.
Exhibit B, the cannons. Why do we need so much defense in the school? Arya, what do you think these cannons could be linked to?
I think back in the days they had like bomb threats and stuff, and there were other schools bombing us, so we got bombs in case they came in here, at night, like to steal a trophy.
Exhibit C, what creature is living in this tunnel? We're gonna get a second opinion with the alien expert.
Okay, back at it. I've seen this before. I have seen this before. It is a rare occurrence. And I think it could be linked back to the metal plate. I honestly think it could be the aliens that are infesting this school, and it is a big mystery.
It would make sense.
Yes, I am so glad you're bringing attention to this. This is amazing.
We're back with Mysteries at Har-Ber High School, Day 2. If you thought Day 1 was rough, just wait. Exhibit D, last but not least, the doors. Where do they lead to? What is their purpose? We're gonna bring in the door expert.
I'm the door expert, and I think that these doors lead to the heart and soul of Har-Ber High School.
Okay, we have a second interviewee, a teacher at Har-Ber. Where do you think the doors lead to?
I think the doors were installed to enable for expansion of the building later on.
Okay. Thanks for that investigation, Elia and Courtney. Maybe aliens really are trying to take over Har-Ber.
Anywho, next up, Addie and I take on a cooking show. Check it out. Hey Wildcats, today we are switching it up a bit by making Rice Krispie treats.
First, we're gonna take the bowl and butter and the marshmallows. We're gonna do a half cup of butter and 16 ounces of marshmallows.
Okay. And now we're going to go melt them together.
We'll be right back.
Few moments later.
Now that the marshmallows are fully melted, we're gonna add in the Rice Krispie cereal and the M&Ms.
It says for 9 cups of Rice Krispies, which is pretty much just whole butter.
Okay, do you want to stir them?
Yeah.
We're just gonna put them all in with the marshmallows. And then you stir it until it's combined.
2,000 years later.
I put it in this container so they can form the Rice Krispie mold. Yeah, I can work
it. One eternity later.
Okay, so now we're gonna pat it down into the container with the spoon. Okay. Good.
A few moments later.
Now that it's like flat on top, we're gonna sprinkle some mini M&Ms on it.
Addie, why did the leprechaun go outside?
Why?
To go on his patio.
12 seconds later.
Now we're gonna wait for it to cool down and then we're gonna cut it and see what people think.
Now we have Courtney Enos to rate our Rice Krispie treats.
I'd give it a 7.
Okay, not too bad.
Well, there you have it. This is how you make Rice Krispie treats. For HBWN, I'm Addison Farmer.
And I'm Kenna May.
Finally, to round off this episode of HBWN, we'd like to introduce the newest member of the HBTV crew. Meet Hammy.
At Har-Ber Wildcat News, we don't just report the news, we live it. We do stories, we dig deep, and we keep going, no matter what. And we have one little motivator. This is Hammy. Hammy might be small, but he's got big energy. Every time we feel like slowing down, we look at him spinning away, and suddenly we find the drive to keep pushing forward. He may be tiny, but Hammy's reminding us that the key to success is persistence. Whether it's breaking news or tackling the toughest stories, we know we've got the spirit to keep running just like Hammy. Tune in to Har-Ber Wildcat News. We are committed to bringing you the stories that matter, because just like Hammy, we never stop. Har-Ber Wildcat News, where the news never stops, and neither does Hammy. Sometimes.
Shout out to Connor Cook and Matthew Lott for putting that together. To learn more about Hammy, follow him on Instagram at hammy.hbwn.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Remember, if you've got a story idea or something cool happening that you want to see on the show, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find us on Instagram at Har-Ber HBWN or swing by room E107. We love hearing from you. For HBWN, I'm Kenna Mahan.
And I'm Addison Farmer. Thanks for watching.